Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of how to make a 3D game in Scratch. Today we'll actually be creating a 3D world. The first thing we'll do is make a new sprite. I'll call this Raycaster. I'll zoom in here and let's select the circle tool. And I'll hold down Shift and Alt and make a perfect circle in the middle of the screen. I'll also center it. And I'll call this hitbox. Now, when the green flag is clicked, let's switch costume to hitbox. To make a 3D game, we need a bunch of variables. Let's make a few variables. The first one will be called quality. Let's press OK. The second one will be called field of view. This is how far we'll be zoomed in. We'll make a couple more. One called lines on screen, and this will be for the sprite only. And we need another one called distance for this sprite only. And we need another one called X, and that's the last one we'll need for this sprite. I'll hide all of these variables since they're taking up the screen. And let's set field of view to 59 when the green flag is clicked. And then let's set quality. I'll set this to 7. Let's go to events and drag out when I receive message 1. I'll make a new message and I'll call this draw screen. This is where we'll draw the 3D world. We need to be using the pen extension. I'll click on the add extension button and click on pen. And now we have all of these blocks. I'll drag out erase all. And then let's set the pen size to quality. I'll make a new block and I'll call it Raycast. And I'll check run without screen refresh. Inside of the Raycast block, let's first point in the direction of the player. So we'll need to choose player first from the dropdown and then choose direction. I'll make a new variable called player direction for the sprite only. Let's set player direction to the current direction that we have. Let's set our X variable. I'll go to operators, drag out a minus 240. Then I'll divide quality by 2. Let's set the amount of lines we're going to draw on the screen to 480 divided by quality. And then let's rotate half the amount of the field of view. So field of view divided by 2. Let's make a new block. I'll call this draw ray. And I'll run without screen refresh. Inside of the Raycast block, let's repeat lines on screen. I will drag out our draw ray block. I'll rotate field of view divided by lines on screen. And then let's change X by quality. Inside of our draw ray block, let's first go to our player on the screen, and then let's repeat until we're touching the level. Inside of here, we will move forward 4 steps. Then if we're inside of the level, we need to move out, so repeat until not touching level. Let's move -1 steps, so that will move out. Let's set distance to player times cosine of direction minus our previous direction. Then I'll multiply this by the distance to player. Let's make a new variable. I'll call this wall height for this sprite only. Let's set wall height to 8,000 divided by distance. And then let's finally draw the wall on the screen. I'll go to X and wall height. Then let's drag out pen down, and then let's set Y to minus wall height. So let's drag out -1 times wall height. And then pen up. Let's go to our player sprite, and we'll scroll all the way to the bottom of our movement code. I'll drag out broadcast draw screen. Back in our Raycaster block, let's find when we receive draw screen, then Raycast. Let's press the green flag, and you'll see immediately we have a 3D world on our screen. And we can also move around with the movement from our last tutorial, and we can go left and right, and we can explore our 3D world. Great. Inside of our level sprite, let's set ghost effect to 100, and the same thing for our player. Let's set ghost effect to 100. That will hide the sprite, but make sure it can still touch the level. And the same thing for our Raycaster. Set ghost effect to 100. Wow, we have such an amazing world to explore. So stay tuned for part 3, where we'll be adding shading and more.